Shot quote gives me chills thinking about it because it reminds me of Michael Jordan in his documentary. So, Shannon, are you buying the comparison to MJ?
No, I'm not buying the document. That comparison, Skip. You know, Mike was Mike. Mike did what he did. Mike's like he dunked on John Stockton, and the guy said, "Hey, won't you pick on somebody your own side?" So he steals the ball and dunks on 6'11" Melvin Turpin. He's like that. He's like the Dikembe Mutombo. I'm gonna close my eyes and shoot this free throw. That's what Mike did. The great Larry Bird, and they say Larry Bird was even greater trash talker and more of a trash talker than Michael Jordan. Skip, look, I get it. Tom Brady, you know, hey, I'm gonna throw maybe Honey Badger, like, yeah, I got you. Didn't realize it was a flag. Tom's like, I'm gonna throw a touchdown on you. But Tom ain't talking trash at the beginning of the game. If Tom wants to impress me, come out there when he comes out the tunnel and he runs down the field to my let's go. Go down there and say, I'm going to throw a touchdown on you. I'm going to throw a touchdown on you. I'm throwing for 350 yards on all of y'all. Because that's what I did. I run by him and say, I'm going to beat you for like 25. I'm going to score a touchdown on you, and I'm going to give it to you the whole second half. Now shut your you-know-what up. That's what I do. I talk to him like that, Skip Baylor. I told Earl Holmes, we playing them in Pittsburgh. I say, you the weak link. We gonna take advantage of you. Jordan, part of them, we ain't fooling with them. But you, we gonna house you. They beat us, but I was talking trash the whole game, though, Skip.
But they beat you.
They beat us. They got it.
I'm glad you added that note.
They had a better team. They were low. And as a matter of fact, Skip, that was the year they lost to New England in the championship game. That was that year. But Skip, look, I get it. Skip, that's not Tom Brady's MO. Yeah, Skip, you know, the guy said something in Pittsburgh and he ran way down the field. And it's easier to talk now for a quarterback because they're so protected. But you know, when you covered the league, wasn't no quarterbacks talking no trash ever. If you threw a touchdown pass on somebody, you kept your mouth shut, you ran off the field because they would lay you out. Tom knows he's heavily protected now. So he might do a little, might say a little something. Like what we see Phillip Rivers do, that would have never, ever flew in the 80s and 90s. But now, Skip, they're protected. You can't hit them high. You can't hit them low. You can't land your weight on them. You can't do a lot of different things. But I still don't look at Tom Brady as the trash talker, the in-your-face type of guy that Jordan was. Skip, you know Jordan, I mean, he went into the game looking to start some foolishness, talk crazy in people's face, and did not back down. He went at Reggie Miller, him and Xavier McDaniel was face-to-face, and we know the battles that he and the bad boy Pistons had. So I don't look at it like that. Is he as intense of a competitor as Jordan? Absolutely. But the trash talking, I don't see that.
Okay, to your point about Jordan, it was much more in your face. I've told you stories that in 1998, one time, Vashawn Leonard, remember him from the Heat?
Yeah, I do.
The Heat had just wiped out the Bulls at Miami about a month earlier. This is in February, maybe. They come to the United Center. Vashawn Leonard is back every time that the Bulls are shooting free throws, so he has to go to the far free throw line and just stand waiting to play defense, right? While his teammates shooting a free throw.
Right.
Jordan wouldn't line up with the Bulls to get the rebound. He would go back with Vashawn and just lean over. Vashawn was like 6'2" or 6'3" maybe, Jordan 6'6". He would lean over the whole time the free throws are shot and just talk in his ear, like tell him, you ain't, you know what, because Vashawn Leonard had made the mistake after the wipeout game that they wiped out the Bulls in Miami of talking about, we knew we could do this and that and the other, and it was over.
Right.
And I think Jordan scored 50-ish that night. It's just classic, but he did this a lot.
Well, kind of like the back-to-back they had against the Bullets at the time when LeBradford Smith scored 37. And Bradford didn't even say anything. That was the media hyping up. Jordan went for 36 and a half against him the next game.
Okay, I got it. It's more out front. It's more visible. But I still think you are underestimating Psycho Tom. He's got this crazed alter ego in there that can go over the edge if you trash talk him first. He's not going to initiate the way you initiate.
Right, or Jordan initiated.
Yes, and so did Larry Bird.
Yeah.
In fact, Mark Aguirre used to tell me when I was covering the Mavericks, nobody could trash talk like Larry Bird because he would try to belittle you into, like, just cut your legs out from
Skip,
under personal insults.
Skip, he told the coach, he said, don't put no white guy on me. That's disrespectful to my talent. He said he could be black, he could be Asian, he could be yellow, but don't put the white guy. That's disrespectful to me.
It's the truth. Ugh. Some of the stories I could tell that won't work on television, I have to keep to myself. But I loved what Kyle Van Noy said, because in practice, it could get very heated. And he talked about when Gronk, it looked like he was going to be traded, and then he's back at practice, and he's still a Patriot. And all of a sudden, Brady and Gronk are just lighting up the defense, and they're giving it to him verbally as well as physically.
Right.
And as he said, you know, they were talking big trash to us, and we couldn't say bleep back to him because it was like, you guys are beating our ass and letting us know about it. Well, that guy's in there, that Tom Brady. So you don't want to provoke him if you can help it. And he's saying it gave me chills watching the Super Bowl, because I did think of Jordan sitting in his locker before the game with the baseball bat and a cigar. You know, and he's just like squeezing the sawdust out of the baseball bat, thinking about what he's going to do to somebody who made the mistake of saying something about him when the ball's tipped up.
And sometimes, and I don't know. Look, I think Brady's trash talk on the field, Skip, is in retaliation when you trash talk to him. So you're like,
correct.
Like the guy from Pittsburgh, Skip. Remember, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna have me a pick, and we gonna do this against Brady."
Well, he guaranteed they would win, and it was during the undefeated year at Foxborough. Pittsburgh will win, I guarantee it.
Flea flicker like the first play of the game, and then Brady racing down the field and all in the guy's face.
Okay, so what happened on the play in question? Well, it first happened that there was a tipped interception that Honey Badger came up with. And he jumps up celebrating, and there's an off-the-ball hold on Mike Evans that nullifies the play.
Because he's thinking, Skip, I got a pick on Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
So I figured, I got me a pick.
Okay, so Brady went Jordan-esque because he didn't like the way that Honey Badger was celebrating. And he's like, oh, okay, watch this. And so they drive it all the way down, and then he runs a little in and out.
They run real wild on him.
Yeah, and they score on Honey Badger, and he's going to let him know about it, and it went over the edge. And I told you the next day, he deserved a flag as well. They both should have been flagged. Should have been offsetting, and I don't know why. I guess it's after you win 6, you get that much respect during a Super Bowl. But remember what Tyrann Mathieu said after the game? I'd never seen Tom like that. Well, then you haven't watched closely enough, because he's got that in him. Again, ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing, because off the field, he looks like just some dad next door. He can be nerdy, he can be corny, but he's got that gear in him, and it's profane. You're going to get all the choice words.
Skip, what used to bother me is that the guy dropped the DB, he'll bat the ball down, and he stand up over you like that's not his job. I said, okay, I got something for you. I catch a touchdown. I said, now do that what you just did the play before, F-boy.
Okay, all right. So, good. So what did LaShawn McCoy say? We had a group text going, all the skill players, about 10 of us, and leading up to the Super Bowl or any big game, he's texting everybody saying, hey, so-and-so DB, he likes to press, but he can't run. He likes to grab and hold, but he can't run. So we're going to take advantage of it. He's breaking down the tape that he's watching. So he's trash-talking internally to inspire his skill players. But he's not going to do it until he gets provoked during the game.
No, I mean, I got to let you know, you terrible. You terrible. Why you think they play the coverage that they play? Because you the weak link and you need help. So you doing all the talking. He's some good. You terrible. Why he should be talking, not you.
Well, I still say Honey Badger pushed the wrong button, and he paid for it because he who laughs last
laughs louder. Skip, here's the thing, though, but Honey Badger didn't know there was a penalty. Skip, I got to think about it. If you catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl, your immediate reaction is to celebrate. Now, we've seen guys catch touchdowns, and all of a sudden there's a flag. You're like, oh, man, I done did this nice dance. I done had my celebration. So Honey Badger like, I picked Tom Brady. I'm going to tell my kids, my grandkids, I got to pick on Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. And so Tom didn't like Tom, like, what you celebrating for? You don't see that flag? Hey, Honey Badger. And then he's like, okay, hey, AB, go run that whip right on it.
I still say Tom Brady has one screw loose in a good way that you don't give him credit for. He's got that one psycho Tom screw.
Well, Skip, he got the best team, and he protected. So stop pretending like he ain't no trash talking like Jordan and Kobe.
I think he was more than you think, even when he was in New England.
No.
It's that one screw. You
Yep.
just, if you get
And
it
it can
right,
come